Alright, what's up everybody? It's another video. It's been a while. Uh, Today I'm going to show you basically my settings that I go through for Reprice It. I'm going to go pretty fast, so if you want to, write them down, whatever, or copy my stuff, you're going to have to pause the video. Alright, so what I do is like a waterfall method basically, until right here. So, this is like 270 days through 365 days and so on. Now normally I know it's the orders goes like that, but normally it's actually this would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Since I put mine the lowest I want it when I ship something in, this is the lowest I want it to be. Not lowest I want it to be, but the minimum. I don't want it to price lower than that, right? So it's gonna go $1 basically down, except for around here somewhere. Then it jumps from. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, I think I switched it before. All right, so let's get down to it. We're gonna go with I guess we'll go backwards. Yeah. So we'll use this one and go up and then go down. It's weird, but that's how the way I have it. So we're gonna go to this one. This is 30 days through 60 days. 1995. Merchant fulfilled only, and just from like or used items. And right here's where you put the 30 days through 60 days. And that one's that. And we're gonna go to the view setting repricing. Basically checked, acceptable, checked, just launch, checked. These are all to exclude. I mean, you don't want to price against those. 90. To be honest, I don't even know if this works. It could not even work. It could just be there. It might not even work. But either way, the minimum that you want it to be. Well, you know what? Oh yeah. The minimum, which would be for me, that's what I put it. When it's barely new, because I want the highest price for now, and that's what it's gonna be. The maximum. I don't get that many books that are higher than that, and if I do, I usually exclude it from the pricer. So, and the maximum, this would be 10, 1, whoops, click 0, or you can just have 1. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And then you're gonna reprice against the buy box owner. Check. Uh, Reprice against Amazon would be I put 5% or lower than 5%. And this one, the fixed price adjustment, 1 penny, which would undercut 1 penny. A lot of the times I leave it at 0, especially when book season comes up and stuff like that. I put it at 0 so that I'm not repricing or pricing war. But I don't really reprice that much. I only reprice like once a month, once a day. That's it. I don't go and reprice every single minute, or not minute, but every hour. I do it just once a day. So for me, it's a penny less. And then right here, just compare only your FBA items against other FBA offers. Again, I don't think this works that well, because I have seen it where my items repriced against merchant fulfilled, but that's only if there's no FBA offers. Like if it can't see an FBA offer, then it does that. Which is why I have the minimum allowance price, because I don't, even if it does sell, I definitely don't want it to sell too cheap. And yeah, you want that checked. That should be automatically checked. This is your first time, if you're gonna copy my stuff, just for the first time, uncheck this, because you want to test it against your inventory. You want to go in there and check it out, make sure it's what you want it to be. So uncheck this mark right here, uncheck it for now, click save, and move on to the next one. Of course, I'm gonna click save because I'm not gonna click on anything like that. Next one. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but I have 30 days. So you're probably wondering, like, well, what happens for when the inventory gets there from day 1 to day 30? The way I reprice, or the way I do it, is that I actually price my items instead of letting a repricer do it for me before I send them in. I mean, you saw in my other video, I basically said, if you watch my other video of tutorial of the turbolister, I basically said that I price my items myself, and that's the reason. So I let the inventory sit with my item with my price that I want for 30 days. And if it hasn't sold, then that means either the price has gone down or something happened, the price has gone down, So then I'll let this kick in, and then it's gonna price everything at 19.95. It kind of sucks in a little way because the negative things about that is that let's say you have an item there that you got it for, I don't know, you got a quarter or 50 cents, you got it, and you sold it, you're selling it for 12. Of course that item's gonna go right up back here. It's gonna go high price, so chances are the item's not gonna sell. Now it will sell if you price it at 12, whatever. It might, if depending on what you have it here, it's gonna take 270 days for the inventory to be there to be at that price. Like I said, I experiment a lot with this stuff. So for now I have it at that. Now I haven't experimented with that since I haven't used it for that, but I think if I'm not mistaken, you can uncheck this and let that anything lower than this is not gonna price. So that means if you have a $12.99 book and you can get $5 profit out of it, I mean the last thing you want to do is put it higher because it might not even sell at all, especially if you have competition. Because this basically forces every item that's lower than this price. So let's say at $12.99, anything lower than this price, it's gonna jump it up. So it's gonna force it to go to this price. So it's gonna force it to go to $19.95. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna force the item to go. Anything lower than this is gonna force it to go to that. But it has to be from 30 days. It has to be in your inventory for 30 days or 60 days, through 60 days. So hopefully that kind of tells you that there's a little negatives to this to my thing. But I haven't experimented with the other thing, but I probably will. And then the next one's basically the same thing, honestly. But I'm gonna go through them really quickly. This same thing, same stuff. Just there's that. And which one was it? Number 6. There's that. Again, the only thing really that changes here is the minimum price. So everything's gonna be the same except for the minimum price. I put $1 less. You see everything exactly the same. So just pause the video if you have to, because I'm gonna go pretty fast since it's all the same settings. This one's the same thing, just basically took that. Exactly the same settings, just $1 less. There you go. Next one. It was at 90 days. So this one is the same. Should be the same settings again. That. Just all I do is change this. Oops, that. So next one. This one is that one. Again, everything stays exactly the same except for the minimum price. We're at $16.95. Next. Then this one. Same. It just changes $1 less. Everything else stays the same. Same thing here. I'm just showing you in case somebody else wants to see it, in case they think I changed something here. And yep, that's it. Next, same stuff, just $1 less. This is my last one. Basically, this is a year already. The inventory has been there a year. Now, I don't want you to think that everything's gonna be priced at that lower price, because if the item is still worth something, it's like let's say $50, merch FBA. This is just the threshold, like in case it goes lower than this. Like let's say you have another repricer, or let's say another person decides to price lower than this. At least your item won't go lower than that. So at least you still make a little bit of profit. I mean, you can change this whatever you want. This is just my thing. Usually I buy stuff for $2, and I can with this $13.95, which is basically 14, I can still make like $3 profit. It's not a lot. I definitely don't want that. But if it comes to it, I just want to get rid of the book, get my money back. You know, it's probably a bad buy anyway. So if it took that long to sell, it was probably a bad buy. You know, a lot of the books. I don't know if you ever got some books. You know. Oh yeah. Okay, see, this is where it changes. Now let me go back, because now that I think about it, I don't know when it starts changing. Okay, it starts changing at that last one. So okay. So this last one from 270 days to a year, the only thing I change rate other than the minimum price now is I start looking at the lowest offers like merchant fulfilled. So this is more like merchant fulfilled offers. Because to me, what I've seen is that a lot of the high priced items, sometimes the FBA price is way like out of whack. You know, sometimes you'll see like merchant fulfilled prices at $10, while FBA is like at 70, $80. Trust me, I have sold some of those books too, so I know it works. But a lot of the times, those items don't have a buy box. It just doesn't show a buy box at all. So the buyer has to actually click on buy or check all, or what does it say? Something like click here to check out sellers or something like that. I can't remember. And you click, and the buyer of course clicks on it, and he's gonna see all the prices. I mean, the chances of him going to page 3 or 4 to buy your FBA item, I mean, it's not gonna happen that often. And not only that, they're gonna see the huge price difference that you did, so they're not gonna buy that. I mean, I only sell those books if they have the buy box. If they don't have it, it's kind of hard to sell those. I can still sell them for like $5 more than like $5 more because some people are impatient, you know. But $20-$30 difference, I don't think so. I think people are willing to wait. But again, that's just my thing. You can do whatever you want. So this checks the lowest three. I mean, you can have it at 10 if you want. I don't think it really matters. But I just chose 3. Uh, 0, and this right here is where it changes now for me. I do it at the lowest offer. So this is basically like, I want this out of my inventory, It took too long and it hasn't sold at all. I just want it out. And a lot of the times this price in here is usually immersed like books that are just that I'm thinking like, why did I even get this book? I don't know why I got it. Or the book has been there too long, and sometimes other FBA sellers price it too low too. So then it's kind of one of those things. There's too much stuff to. I mean, you like I said, do your own price, do your own thing, and see if you get the same thing I do. And everything else stays the same except for this again. I price against both FBA and non-merchant field offers. I tried doing this one, but from what I saw, is that again, it was pricing against those. It was like a $7 merchant fulfilled, and it was like a $100 FBA, and nobody had the buy box, and nobody could get the buy box. So the buyer had to look through the whole listings. I mean, they're not gonna buy my book. So I just do this. I mean, it's gonna go, the lowest price is gonna go to that. It's not gonna go lower than this. And if merchant field is a little higher than this, it's gonna price merchant field. If not, this is the lowest it's gonna go. I'm still gonna make some money, and then hopefully I can just get my money back. And you know, that's basically what I want. I want my money back. So that's that. Now for this one, I decided to make another one because I noticed that a lot of these like 3 million ranked books that I have, some were really like priced perfectly, right? They're really good. Yeah, this right here. I did this. Yeah. So from 90 days to a 3, I guess, just infinity basically. I did this because a lot of those high priced books, a lot of sellers go on it and they price really low, and I want to make sure I'm in there too, competitively. Because the last thing I want to do is the price go down, down, and down, and not sell my book. Sometimes you can't really wait it out. Anyways, this is the settings for that. This is literally the lowest I'll make, like $2, $2 back. So basically, yeah. Uh, the same thing. I mean, I can go lower, but I just have it at that. 111. same condition. So I'm not even pricing at the lowest. I'm just pricing by the condition or better. And 10%. And I guess I have it at 5% above. Wait, I don't know why I have that. I guess okay. I guess I didn't want to price it too low to either. I mean, it makes sense. Both FBA. Yep. I don't think I have this. Oh, I do have it checked. Okay. And so far that has worked out for me. I mean, I haven't had problems that much yet. From what I've seen, the only problem I've seen is that when another seller comes on and he doesn't price right, and then my repricer follows him, but then the only reason my repricer follows them is because the other person's repricer followed them, so it just becomes a whole follow the leader kind of thing. And okay, so here's where you click on here to reprice every single one of those. After that's all done, after the whole, because right now it's like the dry season. there's there's like literally nobody's buying books that much right now, so everybody's repricing really aggressively. But once that's over with, I go back basically and change this to 0. It's just so that I'm not following them to the bottom, or they're not repricing every time. Because some people reprice 5% less or 10% lower, and then of course my thing will follow them. I think you get the point. But yeah, that's all my settings. So far they work. I mean, I haven't had a book sale that that I thought, oh crap, my repricer screwed me. It was mostly, if it did, it was mostly because I mean, I literally told it to price against FBA offers, so the other person came and then priced way too low. It's usually this person called Recover Books. I wish it had a way to exclude resellers. This person called Recover Books always prices their stuff really low. I don't know why. I still don't understand why they do it, but they do it, and my repricer follows them not every time because I don't have all the books that they do. So, but it does happen. All right. That's it for the video. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I'll help you out, or if you have any other little things, maybe we can work on it together and make it make it really good. Because I would love to do that. I love changing settings. I don't know. I love messing around with settings and stuff. I do it every time. I think the more complicated it gets, the more fun I have. To be honest, I have a lot of fun messing around with settings. All right. See you guys in the next video.